wartime, family. That time coming, I say we come, we ready for it. Is you
Coming on. Bluetooth pairing mode. Your Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
It's real about to rise. My people, can't you feel it inside? I'm talking to the 12 tribes. The Messiah died to give you life. So search my heart, Lord, and cleanse my mind. Better pray that he do the same for you, because we running out of time. We at the end of the world, and that ain't no exaggeration. And this is reverse psychology. Doing all your miseducation. All of the hate. We pick one another before the return of our Savior. When the sky, either you're holy or you're not. I know it's hard to live this life, but it would be worse than not to try. When it comes to the commandments, it's either you do or you die. His word prove I'm not, then it would be jewels that you drop. Got the whole Hebrew hood saying ra. Yeah, me and the Most High make you reflect on your favorite tune. Cause life is chess, you gotta think for your move. Y'all should coming soon.
On the strap with a KJV, Tupac at a photo shoot. Yeah, picture me rolling with the 12 tribes, spiritual insomniac. Ego bumper, ego bet I fire like a Pontiac. Beating on the drum while we marching around Jericho. Round and round, yeah, like the merry-go. Yeah, like a Indigo, Shadrach and Meshach. See, we been put through a fire, but Yasha put us through that. He woke me up by the coma, told me go back on the corner and prophesy to the wind. Leave these dry bones soaking. I'm for my city, cause they made us forget dispersed through a curse. But now my pit, now this amaze awakening's taking place in the last hour. They rousing up a Lion King, we taking back what's ours. For tribe representative, but I ride for all of them. Kwam Yasha Allah, oh how I long for Jerusalem. Trigger, I'm more than a nigga when I hear that Yasha Alaquan. Picnic, man, pick a nigga so he gon' do him like the Viacom. Yeah, Babylon, they gon' get recompense. The judgment when I be innocent, I don't care if they got Johnny Cochran and their OJ and the glove do not fit. There will be wars, the rumors of war, and destruction for the mother whore. When we rule, yes, we gon' rule, and when we rule,
got a good show for the night, man. Quite interesting. Easy. Copy, hold up. Wow. Your humble servant and host for tonight. I am 1 second. I know I put that on pause, but they still come through with those commercials. My bad. Yeah. Anyway, back to it. So, welcome to the Hebrew State of Being. I'm your humble host for this evening, Kyle. My rib is in the building. My youngin is in the building, man. But tonight, man, we have a very interesting topic, man. It is the lies of this world. You know, as of late, we got all of these sightings, right? Drones and whatnot. New Jersey, we got legislation. We got all these questions, and people are wondering what is going on, right? Well, I do not subscribe to, just to go ahead. I see the only whip in the building. I do not subscribe to aliens. So let me just give you that as a spoiler alert, right? This is not going to be about my belief or trying to get you to believe that there are some little green men or even some black gods that are on the horizon as they're sending these drones. Nah, or sending these signals. Nah, it's none of the above. What it is the lies of this world. Which particular lie you want to choose it to be from? Iran, Russia, America, China, it doesn't matter. It's all still a lie. Mass hysteria and confusion comes because people follow lies. They follow every thread of a lie. When we break out the scripture is going to explain that people that are in fear is because they don't know their creator. They are susceptible to lies because they don't know the law. You are open to all these things because you have not decided to trust in the Most High. You have not chosen to believe that the Most High has had his hand on all of this. That's the only way that you can possibly believe or have the fear that aliens are about to come in. Because see, you would have to start thinking in your mind, well, if the scripture isn't right and what they say, the Caucasian wrote it and it's all for the deception of us and it's not a real thing. And when the aliens come, then that's going to show that the book is a farce. And then what you're going to do? It's amazing how little understanding we have. It's amazing how little we will journey for understanding and for wisdom. How we'll just sit in our fat position on the couch as a potato and just make up what you think is wisdom and is knowledge and is truth. And whoever's giving you that information on your YouTube, your streaming source, you're going with. We're going to play a video tonight. All right. It's up on the screen. I'm about to enlarge that so that you guys can see it. And I'm going to flip it on over to here. I'm going to maximize that for you guys so you can see this and have an understanding of the lies of this world, right? So this particular video is from Mark Dyson, right? Let me hit y'all up right here so y'all can see. How do I put that? We're gonna do this. So we got Mark Dyson, actor, an author and an activist. Well, in this video, he's going to explain how this deception and what everyone is trying to believe is Project Bluebeam are these things that are happening in the world. You'll find that there's a lying government that's behind it. And yeah, let's just go to it and so you can see what the man is saying.
Stage of fake and alien invasion, or even the return of Jesus. Did you know the government had a plan to stage or fake an alien invasion, or even the return of Jesus or the appearance of God here on planet Earth? Not only do they have the plan, but they've actually considered putting it into use on several occasions. The Washington Post actually published an article years
By the way, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. This is not for monetary intent. This is only for entertainment and for educational purposes.
Years ago about how the military had conducted agents of God in Iraq during the first Gulf War in order to trick, believing that God had appeared and that he was talking to them, urging them to overthrow Saddam Hussein. They also considered doing this same tactic to overthrow Fidel Castro in Cuba. It's called Project Bluebeam, and through using several holographic devices and the microwave hearing effect, the radio frequency hearing effect, they were going to beam God's voice into people's heads himself, who would then urge them to overthrow the dictator. Sounds too good to be true. There is a patent registered in the United States Patent Office by the United States military for a piece of technology.
Frequency hearing effect.
All right, so that was the video explaining this concept that the government constantly has when it comes to creating a mass hysteria to move people. Our government and many governments don't have a problem lying to the people. So if you are aware and understand that, then where does that put you? In this world right now, that there are what they call uncertainties, right? Well, there is no uncertainty when it comes to the Most High. So let's start with our scripture. We're going to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9 reads, "He who lives blamelessly lives safely. He who lives blamelessly lives safely. But he who walks a crooked path will be found out." If you walk a crooked path, you're going to find yourself afraid of these things. If you are a person that has your spirit off, you want to believe in things that are not in your periphery, or excuse me, better said, things that are not immediately affecting you. You want it to be something external, something extraterrestrial, something that is different from what you've been given, what options that have been laid before you. I see, Ryan, you got a little upset tonight, huh, man? What you talking about there, Ryan? So if you are walking a righteous life, you're not moved by get-rich-quick schemes. You're not moved by snake oil salesmen. It says, let's go to Jeremiah 17. One who walks a blameless life lives a safely, right? So Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. I see my brother Yuan is in the building. It says, "Most devious is the heart. It is perverse. Who can fathom it? The Most High probes the heart, and he searches the mind to repay every man according to his ways with the proper fruit of his deeds." This should be like the billboard, right? Many people don't accept that their actions, what they believe in, the lies that they put forth, don't ever come back to them. You hear in society, they give you the concept of karma. Well, this is basically what the Most High is saying. This is where you get the concept of karma from. The Most High says in verse 9 of Jeremiah chapter 17, "Most devious is the heart, it is perverse. Who can fathom it? I, the Most High, probes the heart, search the mind, to repay every man according to his ways, with the proper fruit of his deeds." That's karma, fruit of your deed. What they say, you reap what you sow. You think that system happens without the Most High? That's just something that the people over there with the Indian Vedas, the Kama Sutra and all that's just something that they came up with, right? That's what the business is? Nah. Understand that if you are walking a wicked and a wild life, if you are choosing not to understand the truth and have the wisdom, understand that you didn't create yourself, that man didn't create you, that our creator didn't come in a flesh. He's got a system in place to take care of all things, whether he has a chosen people or not, whether he has a scripture or not, whether you believe that he is in control of the sun coming up and going down, it's doing it anyway. The system is in place, whether you believe it or not. But, if you need some sci-fi movies and you think that that's going to make your life better, you think that the aliens is going to stop the oppression that's on you, you think that the aliens coming is going to be black gods, or the aliens is going to make everybody seem like we one together and we one group and no more racism, no more oppression. You think that man in this world is going to change his ways because of aliens? You rather believe that. You rather believe Project Bluebeam than the fact that man can change his ways through the scripture, through the law of the Most High. You can't believe that the world can change if we just stop lying to each other. That ain't possible. We just stop lying to each other. Maybe the world will be better. Do we need black gods and aliens? Let's go to Psalms 24. Psalms 24, verse 3 through 5. Who may ascend the mountain of the Most High? Who may stand in his holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart. He a false oath by my life or sworn deceitfully. So what is clean hands to the Most High? That you are not taking a false oath. You ain't following false doctrines. You ain't following these gods of this world. And that you have not sworn deceitfully. That you have not told people, yo, this is the truth, and it's not. Wow. So we can actually look at this world, look at the scripture, and see that the world is a facade of lies. That everything that they tried to put on a keychain, all of the sayings, all the Hallmark cards, all of that comes out of the Most High in His scripture. Really though? So all of the well-wishing of the world, all of the wisdom of the world, all of the nurturing of the world, we can actually find in the scripture that was written 3,000, 4,000 years ago. See, the Old Testament was so profound that the people that overtook us, they had to try and make it theirs and come up with a New Testament, but they had the issue that they believed in man gods. They came from a people that was of fallen angels. They came from a people that had giants, half celestial and half human. That was their society. That's what they come from. So they had to figure out a way to amalgamate that with what we already had. And then the lies are continued. Again, Psalms 24, verse 3 through 4, it says, who may ascend the mountain of the Most High? Who may stand in his holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart. And what does that mean to the Most High? Who has not taken a false oath by my life or sworn deceitfully. It's on every level too. Yep, not just those who know exactly what the law is, right? Folks have their own conviction and will find a spot if deserved. You're absolutely right. People will let the deceit or let a lie wherever it can fit for their comfort to make them feel justified in whatever action they want to choose. We have used lies and we have allowed the lies of other people to justify our iniquity, our deceit. But if you want to stand before the Most High, because man don't matter. At the end of the day, who's going to give you salvation? Not man. Who's going to understand your true intentions? Not man. Let's go to Exodus 20, as the Most High has commanded us, right? Exodus 20, our 10 commandments. And we understand that this is a reason why we have 10 commandments. You know, everybody want to not be with the law, but if we understand that most of this TV and theater and theatrics that they got shit in their lives, it is our 10 commandments. And we go to verse 16 and it says what? You shall, verse 16 says, you speak to us. They said, Moshe, no, it's you shall not lie, shall not steal, shall not murder. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. It's actually verse 13. I don't know why I got 16 down here, but it's actually verse 13. It said, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. This is lies. Let's go to Genesis 3. What was the first lie? What was the first lie? Right? Genesis chapter 3, verse 4. And it reads, and the serpent said to the woman, you are not going to die, but God knows that as soon as you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you will be like a divine being who knows good and bad. That's the first lie. It's the first lie we know, and it was given to a woman and given to a woman to propagate. The first lie was given to the woman. Adam was too close to the Most High. Adam was formed by the Most High with his hands. The Most High had allowed Adam to have dominion over the earth. He gave him the ability to name all the animals on the earth. And then the Most High decided he deserved a reward. And the Most High decided that that reward would be a woman of his rib, to be a help mate to him, to follow him. But Hashatan, the serpent, came in and attacked the weaker vessel and instituted the first lie, the first deception, that her not believing in her man, believing in an outside source, came back, gave that virus, that seed to Adam, and she ate the apple, gave him the eating of the pomegranate, whatever you want to call it. So now they didn't learn the good and evil. They only learned evil because good was already there. They had all of the earth. They had dominion. They were walking with the Most High in the garden. They can be no better. They were divine beings already. The lie was to tell her that she would be something, that she would become something that she already was. That she would become something that she already was, divine. This world to tell you that you must follow their religions, you must follow their gods, when you are the one. The Most High has made you a priest and a prophet to give the word of him. You already know Adam, you already know Adonai, you are already the seed, my brothers. Don't let the world and the lies of this world and the flim-flam of the blue beam and the flim-flam of the theatrics move you from the rock that you should be standing on. You know. If you don't know, you better get to know. Because the first lie was to tell you that you could become something that you already was. And still to this day, from that point, you've been trying to grasp at your divinity. You've been trying to be like gods ever since, when you already are. If you walk like one, there's a rule book rolled out on how to be a god. Psalms 82. You be a god by being righteous. The gods that are not righteous are fallen angels and spaceships in the water and in the drones and in all of the things that you want to believe in. The little bumps in the night. The little bumps in the night. Let's go to Proverbs 11. I ain't gonna hold y'all tonight. I want this to be quick and to the point. Proverbs 11, verse 3. It says, the integrity of the upright guides them. If you're not upright, you can fall for anything. If you're not upright, you don't know the law. Exodus chapter 20. You don't know how you're supposed to walk in this world, no matter what nation you in, no matter what valley or mountain you find yourself in, no matter what predicament you find yourself in, no matter what relationship you find yourself in. The way out is the law. The salvation is through the law. As if you know, as if you tried the Most High. But if you're too scared to try the Most High and you just want to believe in the serpent, and that's what you do. But the integrity of the upright guides them. The deviousness of the treacherous leads them to ruin. Oh, yeah. The deviousness of the treacherous leads them to ruin. You're going to follow this world that's nothing about treachery and lies. You're going to follow the world that they yapping and talking. You got a stupid 50 cents trying to be with an Andrew Schultz. You got an Andrew Schultz that want to make some type of stance on being able to talk bad about black women. Well, what are we really talking about in this time? A Caucasian's man ability to say what he wants when we've never had our ability to say what we want. We've been killed for saying what we want. But now we went to where it's a matter of we're in a place of efficacy, quality. It's the lies. It's the keep you busy, to keep you stupid. If you don't want the stupidity of Andrew Schultz and 50 Cent, then you can get the stupidity of Billy Carson. If you don't want that type of stupidity, then you can get the Housewives of this, or you can get the what's that thing? Love that they got on Netflix, all of the love shows. You can watch as many people try to find love on an island, whatever you want, but the truth. You can have your iniquity in any way you want. The devil has spread it out like Smuckers. It's a buffet, baby. But there's only one truth. Proverbs 11, verse 3. Again, it says, the integrity of the upright guides them. The deviousness of the treacherous leads them to ruin. Let's go to Proverbs 12, verse 22. And it reads, lying speech is an abomination to the Most High, but those who act faithfully please him. You found in the book of Enoch, yes, my brother, Serpent G, Andre L, yeah, Gadriel, yes, that's the serpent. Gadriel is the serpent who led Eve astray. Thank you, my brother. Exactly. The Most High, the word has been written, man. If you search and if you seek it, you'll find this. Guard Dar El, and that's why all of their gods are called El, because they come from this fallen one. We don't consider the Most High to be El at all. What they call them? I can't pronounce the word. I'm looking at it. Elohims, multiple gods. They went out with scripture and said that the Most High created multiple gods. The Elohim, when the angels that were, or the seraphim that were following the Most High, they did as he said. When they fell, they were the opposite. When they became the opposite, they had a clique, just like you're called a Negro, because the Spanish who enslaved you gave you the moniker of Negro because you came from Yahya ben Negro, the royal line of David, which all these nations have been confederate in putting us in slavery. So now we're considered Negro because of that line of brown, copper-colored black people. Same as the angels being called El. That's their line. Y'all gonna learn today. 22. And it says, but those who act faithfully please the Most High. A clever man conceals what he knows, but the mind of a dullard cries out folly. Why would it say a clever man conceal what he knows? Because the scripture also tells us that when a wise man tried to give wisdom to ones that don't want it, they want to pursue and kill him. I see Brother Yuan, I see Brother Aran has made it in the building. He says, but if you give wisdom to someone that is seeking wisdom, then you have found and given a great gift unto them. But the scripture tells you, if you try and give wisdom to people that don't want, they will try and kill you. They will literally try and take your life because they don't want truth. So it says, a clever man, which means that a wise man that understands who is seeking wisdom and who is not, where his wisdom will be accepted and where it will be shunned. The Most High says you don't just walk around and speak and you're going to find yourself in a world of confusion and anger. Let's go to Isaiah 29. Isaiah 29, verses 13 through 15. Isaiah 29, verses 13 through 15. It says, my Shadiah said, because the people has approached me with its mouth and honored me with its lip, but has kept its heart far from me. What does that mean? My Shadiah said, because that people has approached me with its mouth and honored me with its lips, but has kept his heart far from me. You know, the ones that Sunday morning, ones that dancing, la, 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 la. You know the ones that are bump Bible stompers, but they don't follow the law. They do a gossip. They hate. They do it for the money. Their church is about their coffers. The Most High said, with your mouth, yeah, with your lips you praise me, but your heart from doing my works is far from me. And it says, and its worship of me has been a commandment of men. Ooh, it says, and its worship of me has been a commandment of men, learned by rote. Truly, verse 14, truly I say, further, baffle that people with bafflement upon bafflement, and the wisdom of its wise shall fall, and the prudence of its prudence shall vanish. That's religion. The Most High said, I'm going to baffle them with religion. Do you understand why we sit here and say we don't rock with none of the Abrahamic faiths? Let's read it again, because maybe you think that I'm adding on to the word. Let's take the word as the Most High has given unto Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. My Shadiah said, because that people has approached me with its mouth and honored me with its lips, but has kept its heart far from me, and is worshiping of me. Its worshiping of me has been a commandment of men. Not the way the Most High said to do it, but the way that man has given doctrine to do it through religions. And he says, they've learned by rote. Truly, I say truly, verse 14, truly I shall further baffle that people. So the Most High is saying that doing this type of religions is baffling the people. The Most High said, well, I'm going to double down on it. I'm going to baffle them even more. You want to follow Moab? You want to follow Asherah? You want to follow Ishtar? You want to follow Oshun? You want to follow Sargon? You want to follow Moloch? Manasseh, all these tribes, all these different ones, you want to follow these religions and you praise the Most High according to what a man has said, to where the point the Most High said, you'll no longer call me Baal, you will call me the Ishi. Verse 14, truly, I shall further baffle that people with bafflement upon bafflement, and the wisdom of its wise shall fall, and the prudence of its prudent shall vanish. So what are we talking about in this day and hour? When we got Project Blue Beams, when we got people waiting for somebody to come open and crack open the sky. You're waiting for a divinity when you're already divine, as it says in Genesis. You're already divine. You already have a divine law. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Did I finish 16? No, I didn't. We're still on Isaiah. Verse 15. Ha! Those who would hide their plans deep from Shadiah, who do their work in darkness and say, who sees us? Who takes note of us? How perverse of you. Many don't think that the Most High doesn't see you. Many of us don't think that the Most High sees the iniquity in which we produce in our mind and in our heart. But the Most High probes the heart. I pray that you guys change and come back unto the Most High. Do not be confused or confounded by the lies of this world with these saucers and aliens. And understand that they are fallen angels. These people have been here. The video I played for you guys, when he showed Ronald Reagan saying we would all come together if there was an alien threat, but they never hear what he says right afterwards. Right after he says that, he says, but aren't the aliens already among us? That's what he says. If you're paying attention. Most High says, who sees us? Who takes note of us? How perverse are you? Let's go to verse 11. Let's go to Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy, our last chapter and verse for the night. Deuteronomy chapter 11. Verse 16. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 16. I see Kelly's in the building. And it reads, Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 16. Take care not to be lured away to serve other gods. Be careful not to be lured away to follow other gods and to bow to them. Verse 17. For the Most High's anger will flare up against you, and he will shut up the skies so that there will be no rain, and no ground will, and the ground will not yield its produce, and you will soon perish from the good land that the Most High is assigning you. And they did, and that happened. You think that that is over? You think that the Most High is saying, do not fall into other gods? Let's go to we're going to hold there, because it's really about the fear that makes us believe in these contrary stories, contrary religions, contrary beliefs. But Book of Enoch to the Torah clearly outlines what we're dealing with, and we're seeing it every day. We're seeing the prophecies come. We're seeing the evidence of the Most High. I just pray that you come unto him and you live a righteous life, and he will reveal all things unto you. All praise unto the Most High, man. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night for Cultural Appropriation. All praises to